Welcome guys, this is me Shahzaib Kamal from pktutorial.com. Guys, in this video series I'm just going to teach you about jQuery, that what it is and what it does and why to use jQuery and how to use jQuery. There are a lot of questions about jQuery. Now I just think that we should bring up the most and the burning question about jQuery, that what it is jQuery. So some people think that jQuery is another programming language, so they are totally wrong, because jQuery is not a language but a library of JavaScript. Means everything of jQuery actually belongs to JavaScript, and jQuery picked up all the methods from JavaScript actually. But the good thing is that you don't need to learn JavaScript also, because jQuery has another and simple and so simple syntax than JavaScript. But it is better to know some basics of JavaScript also, like what is a variable and different data types and conditional statements and loops. But this is not too important. So I wish that you understood that what is jQuery. Simply, it is a library of JavaScript, and everything of jQuery belongs to the JavaScript. Now, after understanding this thing, the second question brings up that why to use jQuery when we have JavaScript already. I think this is a really good question, that why to use jQuery when we have JavaScript already. Then why they made jQuery, the jQuery developers, means why they made jQuery when they has JavaScript already. And why should we learn jQuery instead of JavaScript? Because as I said that you don't need to learn JavaScript also if you're going to learn jQuery. So by the way, the answer of this question is so simple, that jQuery is not just a language, it's a library of JavaScript. And jQuery jQuery has a motto that do more and code less. This is the basic reason for using jQuery, that jQuery has a motto that do more and code less. As you can see in the wallpaper, do more, write less. I will describe this more after this video and in another videos of this series, by the way. So as I say it again, as I'm saying again, that jQuery is not a language, but it is a library of JavaScript, and it has a complete reference of many JavaScript functions and techniques which we have to use in JavaScript. Now we can use in jQuery with a little syntax, with very little and simple syntax, by the way. If you want to fed out any element, if you want to fed out any element from your HTML document, then you have to use some traversing methods or DHTML. Then in JavaScript we have to type a lot of codes, where firstly you have to get an HTML element in JavaScript, then assign it to a unique variable, then start programming or coding according to the JavaScript, which is not an easy task to do and not a so simple task to do. But when you work with jQuery, then you just need to type the reference of the whole program of fading out. HTML document, as actually you don't need to say that fading out the HTML element by using the fade out method from the jQuery library. So I think you understood that why to use jQuery. So simple, that jQuery has a lot of pre-built functions of JavaScript, and you just have to call the name of that functions as a reference, then the program will work, the function will work, by the way. So guys, now I'm just gonna teach you that how to use jQuery. Understanding the syntax of jQuery is really easy and not typical to understand jQuery syntax, by the way. So first thing first, I just decided to guide you the outline which we will learn in this whole series. So I just made an outline using PowerPoint. So just start. JavaScript professional course. I'm just clearing that I just made this course in a professional way, without any extra things, okay, in a professional way. But I made this course from basic to advanced in a professional way, okay. So developed by Shahzaib Kamal from pktutorial.com. What's inside this course? How to implement jQuery. This is a really important question, that how to implement jQuery in our web pages, because we have to use some kind of libraries and many other things to implement jQuery in our web page. So we must have to learn about this thing. Then jQuery events. That what are events? If you know about events from JavaScript, then you know already about the jQuery events because they are same. But we must know about jQuery events. If you don't know, then you must have to learn this in our series. Then jQuery selectors. This is also actually belongs to the JavaScript, but we will learn it inside jQuery also. And jQuery functions. Many type of functions you will find in this course. That, for example, as I said before, the fading out function is fading out function is really a good function. But now you don't need to type all over the function, you just have to call the name of the function. So jQuery has a lot of pre-built functions, by the way. Then adding and removing HTML elements. This is not so simple task in JavaScript, but now in jQuery you can do it easily with just 4 or 5 characters or words. It is not really important, really typical in jQuery. Then managing the height and width of your web page using jQuery. It is also a good thing that you can change your height and width live with using jQuery, or your user also can do this, by the way. The traversing methods, if you know about JavaScript, I'm saying again that traversing methods is actually a part of JavaScript, but now we can use it also in jQuery. Then we will make a project where we will make a slider, an image slider with some unique tips. And after that we will create a button maker, jQuery button maker, where your user can create a fully CSS3 optimized button for its website. However, you also can use your button maker for creating fully animated and fully designed buttons, by the way. So after that we will learn about a jQuery and Ajax. Ajax is a really important thing nowadays because approximately every most famous website used Ajax for showing its data, because Ajax don't need the refreshing of the page. Without refreshing, Ajax can do a lot of things. Actually, our page don't need the refreshing if we use Ajax in our page. But as you know that Ajax, if you don't know, then I'm defining that Ajax is really tough to understand and looks really hard to understand. But jQuery has some pre-built functions of Ajax. So now if you understood jQuery, then it is really easy to understand Ajax as a feature of jQuery. So viewers, this is a general layout of our professional course which I made for you in jQuery. So goodbye.